Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of Stainless Steel with Portugal here in the British Isles, where we are currently at war with England, but now Scotland as well, who have taken offence to the fact we've attacked England. They're good friends and they are coming with a fairly large army outside of York. We are kind of running a little bit low on troops in the area, so we're going to have to keep pushing to get that fixed. I'm just going to move these walls forward if I can. I don't think I need the abbey at the moment anyway. I think actually crop rotation is more important for growth, but I want to get that stone wall repaired in case we do end up having a siege there. I think that's important.
Name thy enemy, Lord.
We do have a small force being created here in Exeter, but it's going to be mostly a militia force. So not hugely strong. But you might be able to go up the west coast to the British Isles and attack Inverness from the top, which would be quite useful. Just keep an eye on this force here and how far it can go, because I don't want them to attack us unnecessarily. I'm a little concerned for Nottingham, because Nottingham's a very mixed bag of what's inside, but we are hiring more troops as time goes on. And we're also looking to create a new army down here.
Yes.
We've got a couple of generals in the area,
Yes.
and then we are starting to recruit some troops. Burgos is an important place for us because that gives us a lot of heavy cavalry and a lot of good quality troops in general. So we're sending a reinforcement army up there to try assist. I'm hoping those Genoese carry on their merry old way. This army is now ready to go, and we'll put it in Iran for now. Next turn we're going to send it up to help deal with the Sicily invasion. You're coming up here. Pop down a watchtower because we don't seem to have great vision in this area. And we're going to head for Algiers. This isn't a great force, it's very light infantry and spearmen heavy, but it might be okay to deal with any issues in the area. Tunis is somewhere we also need to get some more troops inside, but again there's not a huge luxury of choice despite it being a fortress. I also need to check about, okay, it is mostly Catholic, that's fine. But it is also capitulating its population. Do we think we can take on this Egyptian force? I guess we're about to find out. Because I don't really have any other forces in the area to assist in helping there. I mean, we have the troops to assault Almeria, so we may as well do so. But the problem is we're so cavalry heavy. It's going to be a real pain to try push through there. But it would give us 2 cities in the area. My problem is the Egyptians are there. I'm actually going to withdraw. I'm going to lift the siege. Okay, never mind. That's fine. That should give us the ability to run away if we need to. Yeah, that could prove problematic for sure. You may as well go join this fleet so it's a bit stronger. Burgos, can we recruit anything important? We are recruiting important things, good. Toledo we might be able to recruit some, yeah, Toledo we can recruit some good stuff here. There we go, recruit them. They can go join with the army by Lyon. Let's see what Scotland and Egypt especially plan to do. I'm loving the amount of trade coming out of Cordoba. Look at all those trade carts on their way. That's great. Yeah, I think we need to pull. I don't think we're ready to take out Almeria just yet with our lack of troops in the area. We need another major army down in Sicily to assist. We've got, yeah, as expected, here comes Egypt. Question is, what are they coming at us with? A lot of Ghulams and Arab infantry. Very little cavalry, actually. The Ghulams are superior, they're pretty good. They are, I believe, heavy infantry. They're definitely superior late professional. Okay, precursors to the Mamluks. The Ghulams are troops largely drawn from African slaves, trained and kept at their master's expense. These troops are given their freedom once they reach a certain standard. They're kept on as their master's personal guard. Ghulams are well trained and protected by a heavy mail and equipped with a mace. But very little cavalry, and I don't see any range at all. I mean, the quality of their infantry is strong. Don't get me wrong. But we've got cavalry. We might be able to wrap this up. We can certainly try, that's for sure. But we definitely need to get another army over to support that western part, so that eastern part of North Africa. Because at the moment that army is fairly isolated, having taken Tunis in the Crusade last episode. Haven't fought the Egyptians, I don't think this entire campaign actually, because we joined the Crusade. I don't think we ever ended up actually, you know, doing anything important with that fight against them. I've got to kind of work with the fact I've got very little infantry, they've got a lot of infantry. So I want to put my infantry as far back as possible because I don't really have the opportunity to keep them. If I push them further forward, they're just going to die because there's not enough of them. Let's put you guys here, and the heavy cavalry can do the same. I know their captain is in one of the cavalry divisions, one of the few cavalry divisions they've got. So there's no sense in us waiting here. The longer we can keep them at bay from our front line, the better, because defeat is a distinct possibility, and I believe it, because the quality of these troops is strong. But we should be able to outmaneuver them with our cavalry. As long as we can keep our cavalry alive, that's my thing. If our cavalry goes down, that's a real problem for us. You guys turn off fire at will for the moment. I just want you to focus purely on taking out their captains. If we take out their captain, their morale will struggle a bit. So I don't think they're in that skirmish cavalry group. I think he's in that Ghulam cavalry there. But if we can take out that skirmish cavalry group first, then we can take out the Ghulam cavalry afterwards. I think that makes sense, really. Go on skirmish, go on Cantabrian Circle, just so you avoid those bits of return fire. Yeah, we need to target this Ghulam cavalry, really. Okay, you can go fire at will now, just so you actually attack things better, I think. You guys pull back a little bit, please. Let's let our skirmish cavalry do their work first, then we can go from there. Okay, tell that group, that's good. We'll send one kind of group into that Ghulam infantry unit, because they're relatively isolated from the rest of the group. I mean, heavy infantry is going to hurt, but it should be okay, hopefully. Okay, we do need to take out that captain, otherwise it's going to be probably a foregone conclusion, this fight. Smash into these guys, come on. We can't stay in any protracted fights though. Pull back, pull back. Get out of there. You guys run out of ammo, get out of there. As soon as our skirmish cavalry runs out of ammo, we need to get out of there. We need to catch this captain. If we don't, we're gonna have problems. The captain's might. Okay, looks like the captain's gonna push forward. So let's change that. You guys push into there. into here. You guys are spearmen, it's not ideal. But you can probably do something useful. We're going to have to use our skirmish recovery here in protracted combat, which is not ideal. Because it's not their job in the slightest to do so. Okay, their routing looks good. Charge that heavy cavalry, get that general down ASAP. You get out of there. I need that general dead. Crash into them. There's only one of them left. Come on, that'll be the general there. Take him out. Okay, that's Saracen militia. This is your only job, infantry. You've got to get it done before everyone else arrives.
Our men
Good.
have slain the Saracen general. Now we must send
I don't
these
expect
men
the infantry to
running
last much
back to the
longer.
desert.
But they'll have done their job. The infantry will have done their job, that's the main thing. Okay, pull back, pull back. You're getting into a protracted fight that you're not winning. You guys pull back as well. I'm not going to give the infantry much thought. I can't get over to them, really. I've got to deal with the troops that are here. They'll just have to fight as long as they can. There's so much heavy infantry here, that's the problem. Tear those Saracen militia, make sure they don't hang about. We take out that captain, that will help.
Intervention by the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory from this disgrace.
It's not a disgrace just yet. We've got a lot of cavalry, we can outmove them, we can keep them very tired. Which is important. The more they tire, the more we can work with it. We'll try to send our heavy cavalry over to relieve the infantry. I don't think it's going to happen in time. But we'll see. You guys can deal with them. We'll try to relieve our infantry. That might give us a bit more power to work with. You guys need to run over there. You guys going for those Saracen militia. And we're taking out, what, 30% of them so far. That's pretty good. And all credit to our infantry. They're actually holding up better than I thought they were. I need you to crash into the back of them, because that will cause a rout. You need to get away from this heavy infantry quickly. I don't mind you charging into them, but you've got to... Why would you charge into those heavy infantry? It's not what I asked you to do. I need you to go assist the infantry, because those archers are going to struggle as well. You get over there. You guys get out of here, please. Charge into the back of them. Cause a rout, hopefully. Before they cause a rout on our infantry. There we go, that's, what, 2 routs? Good. We can wrap up that group, hopefully. That's bought time for our infantry, which is good. Our archer's going to go down here. See if we can go assist up here quickly. You need to come up here and assist those archers, keep them alive if you can. You smash into them. You start clearing up these large groups of routing troops, please. Yeah, get them down. They're routing, good.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Yeah, I'd say this is going a lot better now. Let's regroup our line if we can. You guys go here. You guys regroup as well, please. And archers just come back here and regroup. Oh, you guys are fighting. Okay, we might need to just push in then. That's just Saracen militia, that should be okay.
Only intervention by the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory from this disgrace.
I don't know why you're panicking so much. We've managed to turn this round. I do need to crash into these guys to help the Andalusians out. Charge into the heavy infantry here.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
Let's operate as one cavalry force now. Everyone into these Al-Hakar infantry.
Unwise to praise the day before sunset. The
There we go,
enemy
we got it.
flees the
Excellent.
battle. Run down those worthless peasants.
Andalusians, you've done what you can now, it's fine. Let's go chase some people down. I think the majority of them are already dead, to be honest. So we've done very well. Cavalry superiority won it for us there. They had very little range and very little cavalry. Just corpses littered everywhere. Yeah, that definitely won it for us overall, to be honest. I still think we will struggle to get into the town centre though, but we might be able to try.
By the Lord above, our foe has been much humbled. Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Absolutely, Fernando did very well there. But the Egyptians are not to be underestimated, even though we've taken out this force here. They are not to be underestimated in the slightest. You guys are being executed though.
Blessed Lord, we thank you for delivering us.
Like, Egypt are a tough power, and they are, I think, the reigning power down that part of the world. Force by York of Scotland pulls back to Scotland for now. That's good. That gives us a bit more time at York to get things sorted. That French army is just returning home post-Crusade, I believe. They're, I don't believe to be a threat. We were originally allied with France, but that did eventually cease to happen after a while. Of course, Norway was excommunicated last episode. I'm curious to see the repercussions of that. Probably means that any new... Are you coming from Winchester? I think you might be. Ooh, you're outside. That's probably actually good for us. That allows us to get that militia army up and running and head up towards Scotland. Genoa and England not having good relations as usual. And the Norwegians returning home also from Crusade, even though they are now excommunicated and won't be able to join any future Crusades. In fact, we might even be able to get a crusade against them just to try and knock them down a bit, make them the enemy of the people for the time being. We'll have to see. We'll see if there are any valid crusade targets. Not particularly because I want to go to war with Norway, but Norway's a powerful enemy, and I'd like to curtail their power. Your 45 are not particularly good, so no. Oh boy. A new threat. News has spread from merchants of the Far East, who speak in great fear of a fierce warlord from Mongolia named Genghis Khan, who has amassed an unstoppable horde of cavalry. These Mongols are reportedly sweeping across Transoxania at a frightening rate, and look set on continuing westward, either north or south of the Caspian Sea. And the Dominican Order has been founded by St. Dominic of Spain and is authorized by Innocent III. Its purpose is to convert Muslims and Jews and put an end to heresy. The Dominicans eventually become the main administrators of inquisitorial trials. And you want us to take London for 2,000 florins. When the time is right, my man. Crusader states don't like us, but I believe that's because they're allied with Scotland. Norway and Novgorod are at war. And Crusader states are now at peace with the Fatimids. Does that mean the Mongols are actually on the field? Hang on. I don't know if it does. I don't know if they are a force which arrives later on. I always thought the Kharazmanians were the Mongols, to be honest. I know in the base game the Mongols arrive as well as the Timurids, but I don't know if that happens in Stainless Steel. I never really got that far before. They may well do in the future. I don't think they're on the field just yet, though. We lost the diplomat in... Oh, we lost our diplomat via Rome. We might need to send someone up to replace him. It's always useful to have a diplomat in the area. We'll just recruit a diplomat here in Barcelona. They can head on their way. Burgos and Toledo have got some more troops, excellent. Of course, we've got 2 generals here. We probably don't need them both here. I'll send one up to Barcelona so that there's a commanding officer in the area. I probably should retrain as best possible the troops up here, so that at least there's something here to kind of help out. Lots of buildings being produced. Good. A couple of repairs. Things got bakehouse. Dublin's got a city watch. Galway's got communal farming, as has Carnarvon. Mines here aren't spectacular. I'd almost rather go for something like a jousting list, I think, just to get better knights out here when the time is right. Can get some hollow bars out here, that's good. Let's get this new army started under our factionaire, Prince Brass here, Duke of Exeter. It's not going to be a spectacular army. And Exeter's going to stop growing, but we do have crop rotation on the way, so that's fine. These hollow bars can come and join as well. As our team is probably a bit more secure now than it was before.
Yes. Yes. Your Majesty. Yes. Onward.
Trying to create a decently sized force here. Can we retrain you? You, get the Welsh spearmen retrained. Can we recruit anything useful in Nottingham? We probably could if we had the money. That's fine. Our force of York carries on. We've got a decent enough militia force inside York. I'm actually going to move Laurentia the Merciless up to York. Nottingham will hold for the time being, I would think. Yeah, they can't get to London this turn. Actually, we might just swing you around to take London quickly, and then we can push on Scotland afterwards once we've knocked out England from this part of the world. Or, arguably a better idea, we send you... Oh, but then we have to deal with... We've got to keep this army up here, actually, to... We've got to keep this army up here to defend against the Scottish invasion, for the time being, I would say. Fine, we'll do things there for now. Over here, let's get our forces together. Over in Burgos, you guys can come over. Because we just need to send another force over to assist, I think, up in England and the British Isles in general. Porto can probably recruit, although it's got a bunch of archers which are hardly useful for anything. Seville could probably do the same, but again, these castles are less formidable than the ones elsewhere. 4 turns to surrender at Winchester. But they're still pretty tough. I think we can take this army on. I just don't want to surrender the siege, if entirely possible, because we don't have we do have some heavy cavalry here, but we're mostly archered, and fighting England on archery is not a spectacular idea. Speaking of which, we can't request another crusade just yet, but it could still be against Norway, England, or Sicily. Sadly not Scotland though. Let's end the turn, see what happens. You're heading to Cordoba, excellent. Oh yes, and of course we're attacking Algiers as well.
Without question, we shall begin the siege.
I don't think it's a major. It's not. It is a fortress, so we're gonna need probably 2 rams, a couple of siege towers, and a backup couple of ladders. That will do nicely.
Forces reporting, my lord.
We do need to bring that force back at Almadir. Oh yeah, they're definitely coming in for an invasion on Tunis. Let's retreat back to Almadir for now because we don't have the other forces nearby to assist. I forgot to move the boat as well. The boat with the army. I knew I forgot something. Okay, Genoa outside Pamplona. Still no problems with Genoa overall, which is very, very good because sometimes can cause a bit of a problem. That's a big force though. Hopefully they're just going to Toulouse. That force outside Valencia, I believe, is a crusading army going home, so it should be okay if they can get past. Yeah, they're going home. That's fine. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, we did also have the military access, so relations shouldn't be deteriorating, which is pretty good. Genoa's been a good and faithful ally. I'm happy to keep them on side. And even though they were very unpopular with the Pope for a while, they seem to have repaired some of those relations. So actually, keeping them on side is pretty useful. Exeter's got good trade as well. Anything from the Fatimids? No. What is Scotland going to do? Because I'd like to send that cavalry force by York down to London, but then I'm just inviting attack on York, and even though we've got some good quality militia troops inside York, it probably wouldn't be enough. What are you doing, France? I'm a little concerned that France might bumble around and get stuck. Oh, okay, fight at Winchester. That saves me about 4 turns. I'm happy for that. Because if we win this force here under John Gilby dies. Archers, Field Knights, Field Spearmen. And similar here as well. And Captain Lawrence will be the main commander over John Gilby, so that'd be good. Although this guy, he's not a spectacular commander. But we'll see what we can do. Because this will allow us to, if we win this, take Winchester and we can swing by to London without too much issue. And although presumably they'll retreat to London, the army attacking us if they lose. So we'll have to see. Interesting. Nice snowy map with a church in the distance. I guess we are fighting near Winchester, makes sense. As always, let them come to us because they are the attacking force. It would make sense. And we want to fight with a little bit of a hill. It's not much, but even a little bit of a hill is better than nothing, I would say. Let's get ourselves organised here. We've got 4 units of heavy cavalry, which is not terrible actually. I thought we had less, to be honest. Our front line is looking probably a little bit weak. We've actually got a good amount of range troops, and I didn't actually see any like specialist English longbowmen. I saw lots of archers, but no specialist longbowmen, so that's pretty good. We will be fighting on 2 fronts, however. I think so. We do need to be a little bit wary of that. Soldiers.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Yeah, it's not a great placement. I'm hoping they might just join together and we can fight them as one force. They may do. Speed up time a little bit, see what their plan is. I think they're going to go join together, that's fine. Let's go see if we can assassinate this bodyguard. What is that position? I don't think we'll be able to, but we'll get things started anyway. If nothing else, we can at least go harass this group over here. Feudal Knight. I mean, this is actually the force we want to really do more damage to, because this is the force inside Winchester itself. But yeah, take out, if we can take this general ASAP, that would be really useful. And we've got 5 units of specialist skirmisher cavalry here, so we can probably assassinate this general really quickly out of position. We'll take some damage from archers, that's fine. Come on, there's only like 5 of them left. Take him out. 3, 2, 1, come on. He's right there, I need you to kill him. Okay, pull back, pull back, pull back. You are no longer needed in that engagement for the time being. Although the feudal knights, I'm pretty happy for you to go after. I'm just worried we're fighting on 2 fronts, this could be tough. I'd rather pull back and fight them collectively as one group, really. Because actually that's the bigger force. You guys come over here. You guys charge into those feudal knights, I guess. This is the force I actually need to technically deal with more. And we've dealt with any major general now, which is good. Ooh, okay, you guys split up, not the way I wanted you to do. Skirmisher cavalry, come do something. Got those archers at the back, I guess. You guys pull back. Hopefully those feudal knights are broken, that's good. The other force is taking a while to get here. Let's try deal with this force ASAP. Get into them if we can. Okay, reform the line, because you're just going to charge into someone that I don't want you to. Oh boy, you guys need to get out of that. Against spearmen sergeants, you guys will struggle. You've dealt with the archers, well done, but now get out of there. Get into those men at arms, please. Because we still deal with this whole other force, but if we can just deal with this side army first, that'll make life a lot simpler for us. They should break pretty quickly. You get into those feudal knights, please, before they go after the archers. Get into the spearmen sergeants if possible. The spearmen are just breaking, excellent. Okay, pull back, pull back. You guys reform the line.
Half the enemy force remains.
You guys need to reform what you're doing. That's not what I wanted you to do. Go. You guys come over here. Okay, you guys crash into these linemen at arms. We need them dead. This side army is pretty much dealt with now. Just in time for this main army to arrive. Their archers are reloading, so are ours. The archers are changing positions. Okay, we've got to get rid of this army here. The rest of these guys. We need to deal with these guys, otherwise we're going to have problems. Those guys are routing, they'll stay routing, that should be fine. I'm going to put all my cavalry together in one group now. I need these linemen at arms gone. You just stop where you are so you can start shooting ASAP. Man, these linemen at arms are doing good work holding out. I mean, they're finished now, but they took their time. Right, we've got such a little front line against them, but we are managing. We're doing well. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's charge in. Our macemen are going to have a bad day for sure. Oh, those few knights charging my archers is going to be a problem. This could hurt. Get these linemen arms down. Oh, there's more feudal knights over there, that's a problem. Okay, pull back. I don't know where their captain is, but this fight is by no means won just yet. Is he in here? He might be in here, I'm not sure. I can't spend the time to look, to be honest. Our archers are just going to have to deal with it for the time being, unfortunately. These feudal knights are keeping our cavalry busy, which is annoying.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle.
Let's see if we can get past them
forging a worthy victory.
and go after these archers that are causing us such hassle. Like, the cavalry means less to me, really. I need to get into these other groups of units because they're the ones causing us real issue. Get into these lineman arms if we can. Oh, horses are moving so slowly. You guys get into them. Come on, guys. Keep it going. Okay, that group of feudal knights is pretty much done because of the archers, thankfully.
To our Lord.
Good.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Send them in general, that will buy us time. I need to find that group because that group is big.
To praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Slam into these archers if you can. Yeah, if you can tell the archers, they should rout and their friends should hopefully rout behind them. Although these archers are pretty strong, they'll stand for a while. I'm surprised that Sudanese javelin broke. That was to be expected, really. You guys crash into the back of these guys. Yeah, okay, we've got the general route. That's good. Clear them up. Who's still left? Battle for Winchester's going well.
The enemy are badly blooded. Praise the
There we
Almighty.
go.
Our enemy
Oh
has
boy.
lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
Stop the archers firing, they'll kill our own men. Let's take out a few more prisoners if we can. Because then they shouldn't. Hopefully, they won't be able to return to London, which would be ideal. You guys go after those Mars Pedites, please. Our archers actually fight pretty well. Obviously, the Sudanese javelin didn't, but they're always the weakest part of this army. The rest of our archers have done pretty well in terms of survivability, so I'm happy with that. Let's just take out this unit here quickly, and then we can call the fight there. I'm not going to chase up to 3 men, it's not really worth it. This should hopefully be another heroic victory, or something similar. Yes,
By the Lord
nice.
above, our foe has been much humbled. Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. It's a couple of heroic victories to see us through this period, which is excellent. You guys are going to be executed. Yeah, both forces done. That saves us 4 turns of Winchester as well, which is excellent. And then London is very underguarded, unless they ship some troops over from the mainland, but it looks like they're fighting Genoa. So we need to push to England quickly, or push to London quickly, because London will be a lot of money for us. And that force I have made under our faction there by Exeter can head up towards Scotland. That can be the force by Scotland, and our force outside York is just going to add us a bit of a deterrent until we get more reinforcements in the area, I think. So all you guys are going to leave Winchester. Excellent.
God has granted his faithful this victory.
I'm going to sack
Our
it.
courage has prevailed. These lands are yours, my lord.
So we now hold Winchester. Excellent. We're definitely making more progress up in the British Isles than we are in Sicily. Sicily have proved to be tough opponents. Norway's attacking Genoa. I think they're already at war, to be honest. But the last vestige of England on the British mainland will be London. Let's go crack on and take it out. Once we've taken it out, that'll be pretty good for us, to be honest. Nations report. England doesn't like us, whereas the Papal States love us. Excellent. They love the Crusade States in Scotland as well, so, you know. Vasco the Missionary has been created as a cardinal. I'd say that slightly swings the cardinal balance in our favour now. Because we hold... Well, they hold 5. Oh, it's 6v6 versus me in Norway. I might want to send some assassins up to deal with some Norwegian cardinals. What on earth is going on here? Venice and the Byzantines are at war. England and Genoa are at war. Poland and Norway are now client kingdoms. And Poland and the Holy Roman Empire have declared a truce. Fine. Lost a couple of priests. That's fine. We'll just pump out some more priests across the board. They do pretty well here, to be honest. That's a very nice mine that we can get down there in Melilla. Let's invest in a bit more money. Not that we particularly need it, but we may do in future. Winchester, you're a fortress. What have you got available for me? Of course, now, because the turn has passed, we can recruit here straight away, which is excellent. We'll give communal farming, because England really does not know how to take care of its cities. With the amount of squalor that's going on, so go for communal farming. However, we're going to push straight onto London while we can. Doesn't need a huge force, but enough to complete the job.
Yes. Orders. Yes. Orders.
We don't really have any frontline troops, but that'll do.
Yes, my lord. This is where we shall meet the enemy.
We might even be able to get some... we don't really need more archers, to be honest.
Yes. Closing for battle.
We don't really have much to work with, but they don't have much inside either.
The siege continues.
We will need to give you some more infantry somehow, somewhere. I mean, not only does that give us a few extra 1,000 florins, but it just makes life a lot simpler. Do we have anyone in Nottingham that can go lend a hand? The Welsh Spearmen can go. I just want a few more bits of infantry to go down there and assist. That should be okay. Right, this force here, under Prince Brass, is going to start pushing towards Scotland, but I think they're going to do it via boat, actually.
Yes.
I think they're going to head to the coast. We can probably just buy a boat, to be honest.
Of course, my lord.
How much these... They cost a little bit of money, but that's fine. I just want there to be a slightly decent naval presence here. What we're going to do, we're going to sail around to Inverness if we can.
This is as far as we go today, my lord.
And see if we can take it out from the top to push Scotland from multiple sides. Especially as Inverness is our only fortress, so if we can take that out, then that works pretty well. Probably we'll actually want to go here, put down a fort to keep them busy.
The problem.
Where to, sire? Investigating.
Because then they can't send any other troops up easily, which would be useful. Granada's got an archery range, that's pretty useful overall. What can we give Granada? We'll give them paved roads, string a bit for movement. Lisbon's got a merchant's wharf, it can have a city watch as well. In case we ever need to train militia out of there. Zaragoza's got council chambers, can have crop rotation. Takes a long time for crop rotation to come in, to be honest. I'm curious to see what's happening at Oh yes, Cordoba is upgrading to a huge city, which means we should be able to get a cathedral out. Maybe we might even be the first to do so. But we'll have to see how things go there. Exeter. We'll get some more priests out here. Maybe another merchant. Carnarvon. The mines in England don't seem to be very good for anything, to be honest. We'll get some priests out here in the British Isles. We do probably need them. Let's just keep on recruiting what we can in the area. The mines here are a little better, up in York. It's fine. Dublin and Galway kind of look after themselves, that's not a problem. You come join up with him.
Dropping anchor until yes.
And I definitely think we'll push into Scotland next episode. We'll try finish off London. And we might even push over to the mainland if we've got enough forces available to do so.
Your Majesty.
This force is starting to come together.
Bringing our troops together.
Don't think we need those mercenary troops though.
But I must remain vigilant.
And nice Santiago can go join. There's no point in them just sitting inside Salamanca. Leon can also have some knights of Santiago to go assist. And Leon could probably also have some more benefits. It's probably our next biggest city, Leon, actually. We'll go for a city watch. I'd like to be able to just get urban spear militia out across the board as well as crossbow militia, because they're pretty decent. They're not particularly strong, but they do have good defences. You come over to Barcelona, please. Be the local commander there. You guys can be recruited. A few of the knights cost a lot. I probably shouldn't get too many of those. Toledo, anything here? General's Bodyguard is cheaper actually, although there is less soldiers inside. Go for some more light cavalry, that's fine. All cool things there. And let's quickly just bring you guys back to... Oh, with there's only one unit inside, I may as well. If there's only one unit of spearmen inside, I'm not going to say no to attacking Armadia, that's fine. Because, I mean, one unit of spearmen, regardless of if we're mostly cavalry, we'll be able to take that out, no problem. Unless this force here comes to attack, which they may well do. That looks like a pretty competent army there. Go for ballista towers here. We need extra wall defences in the area. And let's just get whatever we can. Grenadine, or Grenadine Jinetes, Bedouin infantry, spear militia. I need more forces inside here just to pose a little bit more of a threat. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.